Then in 1910, after the Anglo-Boer War, Colonel Alexander Gordon from the Warwickshire Regiment settled on a bit of the land and hence named it Warwick. And then in 1964, Stan and Norma Radcliffe bought the farm. And Norma had a huge passion for wine. And it was just at this time really Stellenbosch was really beginning to take off in terms of the wine industry and wine growing and wine making. And Stan and Norma said, right, okay, we're going to take up some of the fruit on the farm, we're going to start planting some vineyards. And Norma actually went over to Bordeaux in the early 1970s, and she did a couple of vintages in Bordeaux to learn the ropes. She was never formally trained, she never had any proper schooling in winemaking. And then in the late 1970s they started planting the new vineyards, and then in 1984 Norma made the first vintage at Warwick, or certainly the first legal vintage at Warwick anyway. And she's one of the first lady winemakers in South Africa, and she's widely regarded as the pioneering female winemaker in South Africa. She's a great character, great fun to have a party with, and she's really been a trailblazer in the industry for many years now. She was the first and still only lady winemaker to be made a member of the Cape Winemakers Guild, which is essentially the top 40 winemakers at any one time in the industry. So she was married to Stan. Stan unfortunately passed away about 6 years ago. Their son Mike Radcliffe is now MD. He's been MD since 1999, and he's an amazing guy, very young guy, very energetic. He got a wine marketing degree from Adelaide University, and so he's very dynamic in terms of the marketing side of the business, which is important.